Hi, Ron Benning, real estate investment expert and team leader. In this video, I want to go over how we get accurate rent estimates using the Rentometer Pro report. We use this tool for properties you own and for properties you are considering buying. Both buying decisions and ongoing management decisions should be guided by realistic rent estimates. We recommend running these reports annually when it is time for rent increases and before you buy a property. We start by inputting the property's address, the bedrooms, the bathrooms for each unit. If your property has different unit mixes, we can run a separate report for each unit type. When we run the report, it will show us multiple results, including the 50th percentile or average rents for the area. This is the number we plug into our GRM reports if there are vacant units and to all pro forma cash flow reports. If the property is in average condition, this should not be hard to find tenants at this price. The 75th percentile. This is more suitable for newer properties or properties that have just been remodeled. The 25th percentile. This is a very conservative estimate or suitable for properties that are fixers with little to no updating. Once we dig into the report, we will see that the report gives us the distance from the subject property, the size and square footage, bedrooms and bathrooms, and the type of building. It also indicates when the property was actively being marketed at that rent. We will always try to use the properties that are the closest to the subject property and that are the closest in square footage and property type to the subject property. For the type of property, it will indicate it is a house, an apartment, or a duplex. If there are lots of comps, we use the exact type of property in our search. If there are not many rent comps, we will have to make reasonable adjustments to the rent comps. A property like a house or a duplex will almost always rent for more money than an apartment of the same size because they usually have a garage and a backyard. There can be some subjectivity in making adjustments too. I also take a quick look at the Zillow rent estimate to see how close it is to the Rentometer number. Lastly, I like to see what the government housing voucher programs are paying. These programs usually are at the very top of the rent range, so for traditional tenants, the number will normally be a bit less than that number. The most important part of using this tool effectively is to understand that properties that are renting well above the average may be difficult to re-rent if they go vacant. And sometimes properties that are renting well below the average can be good properties to target for long-term profitability as long as these facts are taken into consideration when making your offers. For more details on how we do this, watch the GRM report video and the rental opportunity report videos. I would also encourage you to talk to myself or the member on my team who sent you this video.